Well, here we go again. And happy to be here. Week 2. Yes, we did put in a lot of work to accomplish what we have been waiting for. I haven't always waited for I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time to at least see us come off the line together and as a unit and looking better than ever. I truly appreciate the game that I had witnessed today. Like, that was great. Now, to jump right into it, of course, we took that game and ran with it. And I just want to point off a couple of things and a couple players, doing their thing, because it's all in a day's work. Especially for us when, shit, it feel like, we're above and beyond. I feel like the cage and everything is off of us, and we're able to express how we are, how we feel, and I know they really want to roll off of this new in Vegas, and this is the first win in history, which is, pretty, which is good, and I guess it's giving them that momentum and thrive for the younger, the younger generation as far as like on the teams to actually feel like, which not feel, because it is, their home and their place where they're starting their jump, their start, their whole footing in the whole Raider Nation, the whole black hole uniform, and even if it ain't a couple, even if it ain't their first year, it's just a point of the unity that they have now and bringing it together and bringing it to this atmosphere to be able to capitalize on it. Is it not a good thing? Is it not a great thing to see when I say that we are looking good? Now, as far as the first half, I'm not even going to speak on it. I mean, not the first half, but as far as the first quarter, I don't want to speak on it. Now, the second quarter, we did kick it up a notch. It was like we woke up and it was like, okay, what are we doing? We can't sit and we can't let them get too far no matter what it is. So when I seen that, it was like, okay, kept answering back, and to be able to come back being down by 10 and to just keep on moving forward no matter if they answered back, no matter how they was hitting us, we dead in that shit. And on top of that, the thing that I really want to bring up is, of course, before the game, if you guys did not catch up or if you guys did not watch, please, of course, go get your weight up. You must go get your weight up. Make sure you catch up on all these press conferences. That you catch up on anything has to do with the Raiders. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and swoop on over to the goddamn pressers. So during these pressers, of course, the coaches, as far as like Gruden, let me make sure I do. Oh, Gruden, Gunther, and Olsen, of course, caught my attention. The way they speak up on certain things. Gunther always catch my attention because I feel like he's realistic with his stuff. Like, it's no games, it's no gimmicks. He's realistic with his stuff. So, I mean, with his stuff. So when he sets certain things up and he tell you how they want to work out as far as, and being able to use their eyes and visions on the team and not expect everything to be handed to them, is what you want. That means they could be able to answer questions before they are brought to you, and you be able to see the growth in your team. You be able to see the, where everybody is going with it. And when I say, like, to me, it's just, I don't even have to say anything. I don't have to shut anything down. You're doing it for me. Everything about it, just everything going on is doing it for me. Now, to add to that, Josh Jacob and Max Crosby. When I sat and listened to them talk about actually just the team and the growth. Now, Crosby, yes, heard it from him. He is a monster in his own right. Like, he come out and he do, and he know when he need to put forth the energy and put forth, the right time and everything. And he's there. Now, plus on you. Now, y'all speaking about the team and being as one, I love it because I can see it. You know what I mean? It's not just y'all saying it. It's like really moving forward. And I think the biggest thing about that is everybody believing. That means everybody's trust is there in the right place. Another thing where I have to say is shout out to Carr. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and say shout out to Carr. Even though I've jumped down his throat so many times, even when there was a rumor when he was about to be traded or whatever, I still didn't want to trade him because why waste the time? We already put so much time in him to do what he have to do, and I think now, yeah, this is the time that we have to get the most, the money, everything capitalized on his ass. Not for, but it's our time. It's our time with him. It's there. So to know and to to see Carr just taking a step back and really bringing everybody in. Everybody's dropping the excuses. Everybody is looking like, okay, let's just bring it together. If you there, I'm there. If you there, I'm here. You over there, we're there. We see each other. Let's bring it together. And I'm really appreciating it. Like I said, I don't have any complaints whatsoever. Last week when I did jump on our Nets back, I was pretty happy to see that he corrected himself in this game by at least trying to tackle when he was in. That's all we ask for. At least put yourself, as long as you on this team, as long as you coming off this line, put yourself forward. Bam. And that's all we ask you to do. And I just hope I'm so excited because like I said, this is a shutdown. And just like a lot of people come in with fears. I watch so many other people on YouTube, and they talk about and they review all of these other, just our opponents, which is fine. But I love what we're bringing now. If you have not noticed on our squad, even if no matter the team prior to, it don't matter if they got history. You hear we speaking? Hey, I know what the man do, but what we here to do today is kick their ass. What we here to do today is protect our homes. What we here to do today is let their ass know that we ain't the same, motherfucker. We ain't the same. And I love that. That was so great to see the shutdown, to see everybody in the same space, and it just is going to bring me back to Max Crosby and Josh Jacob. Don't throw anybody in their faces because they're men within their own right, and they trying to make a stance just like Drew and his whole squad made. Come on now, we on the opposite squad. Why the hell we want to look at him like No, we trying to trap you down a little bit. Why would we be trying to? We respect what you do for your team and on your side of the field, but this is our team and on our side, and we got to protect our home and our doors, our gates by any means necessary. Know what you want to do. Okay. If you didn't get that out of it, I need to go back and get your weight up. I'm telling you. It's good to see everybody have confidence, not only in themselves, but in the squad. Derek, because I started off speaking about Derek, and I said I want to give shout outs to him because, like I said, it looked like when he's in that pocket and he's moving up closer, he trusts his men. And when I seen that in this game, I was looking like, now that's trust. That is trust. And he moved like it wasn't nothing. And you can tell when he's getting ready to throw the ball off. Like I said, like I'm gonna say, I think Rich Gannon is a good asset to always have, around and to keep them moving. I always thought Peterman, reminds me of, Gannon, but to have, Derek, interacting with Gannon and, just getting insights from all angles and different directions. I appreciate that because you can see that he does not hesitate as much. He has trust in his line. He's ready to move forward like they should. I feel like that just took a lot out of me. But go on with your bad self. So, of course, our first quarter, it was what it was. We let them do what they do. Second quarter, we really started showing our ass. We really was like, you know what are we doing? This is our new home. That's just like with us getting comfortable in some place and then somebody be like, no, you gotta go. Why? Because I want it. No. Not around here. No. You supposed to get down or lay down, not me. I'm glad you're at the death store. I'm glad we had enough. I'm glad we had everybody there to be able to just look at everything like, bam, let's make it happen and move on. Move. Well, come off the line as one. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's just so nice, you know. It's like coming off the line with it. Come off the line with it. Always a pleasure. So, yeah, of course, it's always everybody, because you had Alex, you had, well, you know, Ingram, you had Hunter doing this thing, you had Edwards, you had Zane, you had Crosby, you had Darren, you had um, Jenkins, you had Arnett trying to come up and do his thing. Thank you, Cora, for trusting in your men and for trusting in your men and trusting in yourself to be able to be like, you know what? It's do or die. You should look at every game like it's do or die. And I appreciate you in your conference. Stop. I appreciate you in your conference, how you really handle it. You're not going to take this game as a big boost, because guess what? We do have a lot to prepare for. And I'm not just saying, you know, go back and just within ourselves, the structure. When we start looking into ourselves and what we need to improve and do, we are so much better. Because as you can tell, like they say, we don't have much film going off of. We don't need to watch them. We got what we need. We got the speed. We got the everything. For real. I know sometimes I be coming off a little too girly, but you know what? I ain't lying. So, with that being said, I hope I did not leave out anything, because, you know, it took me a few days to do this video, and I really wanted to get a lot of things off. And because it was pressers prior to, and I like doing the pressers because I like, you know, me seeing where their mind is, and, you know, just different frames week by week, depending on who's talking, you know, and depending on the situation that they're going through. It's good to see the change or the growth altogether. And like I said, I like this because you can see the difference in the demeanor in the manner and the demeanor in all of them. It's like we're starting to trust each other now. And I'm just glad y'all coming to my side. Trust that the process will get better. Trust that all that is around and together will heal. We got this. And you know what? Anytime we face an opponent, I don't care if they got so much history, whatever the case may be. I used to love Peyton, and this is before he went to the Broncos or whatever the case may be, but I used to love Peyton, and you know what I mean? Every time we went up against him, you know what? All that was out the window, player. It's like I didn't know him. He was like, whatever. Who are you? Now when I'm walking with the, you know, the silver and black, I don't know you. I'm sorry. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and be like, you know what? Stay strong. And again, unstable creature. And I'm going to go ahead and let you guys live it up. Have a blessed night. And stay on this high until our next appointed time, of course. And we're going to kill it. Who is our next? Which I should have that already out. Here we go before I exit the video. New England Patriots. I don't like the Patriots, but I don't think I ever had fear in place for it. Be like, oh, when we go in, like, we're going to get our ass whooped. No. And just before I leave on this note, I did watch a couple live parties, and to know before I actually just, you know, before the second quarter, how many people were so about to give up. So many people gave up. When I got into that little start, my fingers like to go sometimes. And yes, I have these nails, so sometimes I, you know, have these errors or whatever the case may be. But my fingers be going, and I just had to let people know, keep the faith. And from the time that I typed that faith, y'all keep the faith, it was on and popping. It wasn't no. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud that you guys did not slow down or, you know, ease up on your momentum. And another name that I did not mention was Jalen Richards, shout out to you. I'm going to go ahead and say it because at least you was able to pick up where you left off. You dropped that ball, and then you know what? All it took is for you to grasp your momentum, let your ass out the gate again, and you went ahead and did what you had to do. With that being said, am I getting ready to... And, oh, let me say, on top of us having the, the wheels, I just like to say, like, you see our defense. So when you take away the one or two people that makes that mistake or make up in some of the things, do you see how it's coming together? Do you see how the view is? Do you see how it's a little better? So eat that. Not from. But pay attention. It's nothing but growth, and it's nothing but plus from thus point on. So with that being said, I still didn't even say it. Let me go ahead and say it, okay? Because I said we got the wheels, and trusting your defense, trusting your offense, but for sure, that Daniel Carson, is that his name? Is that his name? His name Daniel Carson? Daniel Carson? Oh, look, I got people around me. Daniel Carson, that man, gotta give shout outs to him. I thought I wouldn't be able to come across nobody else that that I'd really be like, ooh, look at that leg, look what he do, look what he can do. Since probably since Marquette King. So it's like, I used to love him doing his thing on there. So just to come across another, okay. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all just go. Stay on the high, live it up, and God bless.